So my journey to Islam actually started long before I actually reverted. So I reverted in early of 2020. So right as the big pandemic hit, I reverted, and my now husband, I took my shahada with him. So it was very personal and very quiet, which I loved. So years ago when I was in school, it feels like years ago, but honestly it's not that long ago, even my primary school and my high school, I had a lot of Muslim friends, and because of this I was able to slowly see over time what Islam is, how they go about their daily life. When they were fasting during Ramadan, they took the day off school for Eid. So because of this, I slowly was able to learn the basic foundations of Islam and see the very, very core basics of Islam, which was a really good stepping stone start for me. So yeah, it basically started with having Muslim friends in school. However, the real turning point for me in my journey was when I met my now husband. He is a Pakistani Muslim, and we worked together. We would always have conversations at work and different things, but how we met is a whole other story in itself. But yeah, we worked together, and I voiced that I was interested in Islam, and we started talking more at work, and he would send me different links and readings and educational books or PDFs and everything that he had online. And he very patiently answered all of the questions that I had. He's still very patient with me because obviously he has had 30 years of being a Muslim. I have had 3. So he knows a lot more than what I know. So as I am still learning every single day, I'm asking him questions constantly. So thankfully he's very patient with me. Sorry, if you see me looking off to the side, it's just because I have notes, because it's quite a long process of getting here. Yeah, so he basically just pushed me that little step further in my journey and was able to help me learn a lot more than what I already knew. Obviously, school friends, you don't see them very often. However, I feel like I was at work a lot, and every single shift I had, I was with him. So yeah, he would always just give me that extra educational boost that I needed, and different things that he thought was interesting for me to learn, which I did. So I was learning properly, like reading things and gaining more knowledge as much as I could for about 1.5 years, I would say, before I actually reverted. And during that 1.5 years, anytime I would read anything Islamic, or I would see quotes from the Quran or anything like this, there was just an overwhelming sense of peace and belongingness, I would say, that I felt during those times. And that's when it really clicked for me, like, maybe this is something that I really need to delve deeper into, because it was like a whole new level of feeling that I'd never felt before. And thankfully I had a lot of support around me. My family was like, if that's what you want to do, go and do it. So thankfully I had a lot of support around me. I found a lot of groups online that were Sydney-based Revert groups. So it was so nice to chat to people who are in similar position to me. So I took my shahada officially in April of 2020. So it's almost 4 years ago. It's like 3.5 years ago now, which time has gone by so fast. I actually can't believe it. Like, it's really gone by fast. But I do just want to mention that reverting is not easy at all in the slightest. Like, it's the greatest blessing, alhamdulillah, but it's also a journey. You have to learn how to pray. You have to learn a whole new religion from scratch, which is really not that easy. There is a lot to learn. But as I said, thankfully there is many websites and scholars and videos and everything online now that you can learn from, which is also really nice because otherwise it is a lot to learn. And also learning to pray, there's 5 prayers in a day. You have to learn all of them. Whilst they are similar and they do cross over, every prayer has different amounts of things that you need to do. So it is a lot to learn. And also learning hijab, learning to, if you weren't wearing modest clothes beforehand, trying to transition into modest clothing, then putting on the actual hijab itself. It is a whole process and it does take a lot to learn. I'm still learning. My hijab still isn't 100% perfect, but I'm learning every single day, and inshallah one day I will wear hijab like this full time. But yes, it is a very long journey that everybody who reverts goes through, and just know that when you do revert, you're not alone and it does take some time. So if you are looking into Islam and you do plan on reverting within the near future, I really highly suggest that you reach out to local mosques. A lot of local mosques have revert groups that can help you. It can give you more information. You can meet other reverts in your area, so you don't feel like you're going alone through that process, because a lot of the time you're reverting but a lot of your friends are not, so you can sometimes feel like you're alone. So if you are reverting and you're looking into it, then yes, definitely reach out to a local mosque. I know in Sydney there is a revert group, I guess they're kind of like a college. I know that they're in Auburn, but I'm pretty sure they're also opening up one in Western Sydney, if I'm correct. And their name is Isra, and I've been to a few of their events. I went to a revert Eid lunch this past Eid, so that's really nice. And we're in a big group chat. There's maybe 100+ of us in a big group chat on WhatsApp, and we share different links and articles and videos and everything in there. So that's also a really good way to just stay connected within your local community, especially being a revert and having those other reverts to connect with who know the journey that you've been on. If there is any particular questions or specific aspects of my journey to Islam that you want to know more in depth, just leave a comment below and I'll be happy to reply back to those. Or if there is enough questions, I can make a separate video with more in-depth answers, but I just was giving a quick little overview for this video. But yes, so if you are out there and you're looking to revert, I hope Allah guides you and makes this journey easy for you, especially these days with everything that's going on in the world. I feel like a lot more people are turning to Islam because they see the power of our Muslim community. So yes, if you are looking to revert and become a Muslim, then I hope everything goes easy for you, and inshallah life is great. It will, honestly, I don't even know how to describe the peace that took over me when I took my shahada. It was really like something else. I cried when I took my shahada. It was just so emotional. I cried because I was just so incredibly happy. I literally sobbed for hours. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.